And happening today, President Joe Biden has established a first-of-its-kind office for gun violence prevention inside the White House. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. So what will this do in the battle against the epidemic of gun violence in our nation? News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink has more on the purpose of this new office, as well as local reaction. He's live in the newsroom with more. Eric.
Sean, in the Rose Garden this afternoon, President Biden says this is something his administration can do to reduce gun violence and bring the number of mass shootings down across the country. Now, gun safety groups lobbied for the creation of a federal gun violence prevention office. The office will be led by Vice President Kamala Harris. It has four main objectives: to implement the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act that was passed by Congress last year. Second, to provide greater support for survivors and families and communities, including mental health care and financial resources. Third, look at the potential for new executive actions the president can take to lower gun violence without needing congressional approval. And lastly, support states and cities to pass gun safety laws at the state and local level. At the White House today, the president says there is no time to spare on this issue.
After every mass shooting, we hear a simple message, the same message all over the country. And I've been to every mass shooting. Do something. Please do something. Do something to prevent the tragedies that leave behind survivors who will always carry the physical and emotional scars. Families will never quite be the same. Communities overwhelmed by grief and trauma. Do something.
Now, President Biden opening an office of gun violence prevention at the White House. We're going to be able to push these numbers down, not just in Tucson and Arizona, but throughout the country.
And last year, Congress passed the bipartisan legislation, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first major federal gun safety legislation in almost 30 years. Right now, there is not enough support from both parties on Capitol Hill for an assault weapons ban. We're live in the newsroom tonight. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson. Sean, back to you.